Alright, just getting back. From the fasted cardio. So welcome to the life where everything is positive and everything is good. So check me out. What we doing right now is we fasting. Alright, I just did some fasted cardio. Burned that's 750 on calories. So 750 on calories. All fasted, for the most part, let's talk about what we about to go through. Cause it's gonna get crazy. Bruh, we going for matter of fact, not 4. We gonna do 5 days. 5-day fast, bro. We talking about 100+ hours fasted. Yeah, fasted. Like I said, so we're going to keep the cardio up. We're going to keep the exercise up during this time. We're going to explore this new research, new studies that have come about. I like to get into whatever is new, see what's popping, what's working, because it's not about one way. All right, several different ways. And at this time, we're doing it this way. All right, so let me show you exactly what we're gonna go through. As we go through this, I'm gonna walk you through, day in and day out, grocery stores, all that, whatever else is needed. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna get through the fast. So let's talk about a little bit of what we did before the fast. I went in, you know what I mean, on the food and stuff like that. Yesterday I had like a big, large strawberry custard Oreo shake thing, whatever the concoction they put together. It was cool though. I'm sure it was a good 500+ calories in it, right? I downed that whole thing. That was nothing. So I had another Oreo concrete joint that was like maybe similar in calories, and I ate that whole thing. That was nothing. Also had some grub at work. Usually they come off more on the healthy side, but they still had some fried fish in there. I still had that anyway. I had the hamburgers they had. I had the little French fried tater tot things they had. I ate all that, bro. I went back. I got some bread. Everybody was looking at me crazy. I had like three plates of food. So I'm sure I ran up the calories to a good 2,000, maybe close to 3,000 plus, right? Now, with all that being said, now I'm going to take my body through the fasted state. Just to give you a little bit of background, it's not the first time I fasted. I fasted before, just so you know. If you just getting going with this, be sure to take it lightly, right? Tread lightly, because this thing it could get vicious down the line if you're not handling it accordingly. I'm telling you right now, take it in steps. You could do it all the way if you want, especially knowing that someone else has been successful with it. It's usually easier to get going. But I'm telling you, if you find it somewhat difficult in the beginning to carry out 8, 9, maybe 10 hours without eating, 12, maybe up to 16, and you feeling the feels or the vibes that come with it, that's, what I'm saying, that's possible. That's going to happen. It's just all about how you get through it. And I'm going to talk to you about how you get through it, because there is a way. It's not just, you feeling down and out of energy, and that's the last all be all, no way out type of thing. Nah, there's ways out. All right. And we're going to talk as we go through the video. But let me call it quits right now where I'm at, because I got to head to this grocery store. I got a couple things to grab. So I'm going to have y'all walk with me, and we'll just go in. We'll get some stuff. But I'm not getting nothing for the fast, though. Everything I need for the fast is at the crib. If anything, I might get some black coffee. That's always good. But yeah, y'all know what it is. I'm going to get at you, probably in the grocery store. I'm out. Try to get me. Fasting though. Try to get me. Look at got the Doritos roulettes. $5.99. But I'm fasting though. Fasting. That's my favorite right there. we gonna bypass those because we gonna eat on a different day, different time. Let's get it. So we on a fast, right? We gonna look for the black coffee. Y'all walk with me. So I usually do medium roast, but I'm gonna do this one, the dark roast. I never tried the Colombian. Y'all can tell me if y'all tried that. And I never tried this cold brew black unsweet. Yeah, y'all tell me about it. Bruh, this joint is 50 cents, bruh. It's 50 cents though. Reduced to 50 cents, bruh. What is it? Expired today? Nah, tomorrow though. But I'm fasting. I'm gonna walk away on that. Bruh, this the aisle I was talking about right here. This the joint right here where you want to be at during your fast, because they got all the zeros up in here, even the exclusives. So for those that don't know, you want to put a twist on your shake, or you want to put a twist on your amino drink, your BCA drink. Throw in this right here, the Gatorade Zeros, the cucumber joints. Can't really find them at gas stations. They be there, but rare, bruh, rare. So they got them all up top, all your zero drinks. It's all what you want to have because it contains the electrolytes needed for you to keep fueled and energized during the fast. If you're feeling it to this degree, you could always do the Gatorade Light Rapid Rehydration. Also got these joints fit. Some of them got calories, like this is 50, this is 10. Even the joint that I grabbed is 10, but it's 10 for like the whole bottle, so it's not really a worry. More sugar and above 35 calories that'll break you fast. So keep your eye on these. This is where you want to go. Another exclusive I gotta show y'all is this joint right here. A lot of people think it's Powerade Orange, but it's actually citrus peach. So when you mix that with the cucumber, it's on a whole nother level. Yeah, I know. You know? Go get some of these. If you about to fast, go get these. If you about to fast, bruh, you really know about that fasting life? Go get you some of these. Lego. So I'm headed to the crib, about to take the kids to school. And probably gonna make me a little cup of coffee or something like that to get the day going. Black, obviously. And we'll talk from there. But I'm gonna fill y'all in. You know, the workouts. I got legs today. I have chest, so it's like a leg. It's basically, I had legs yesterday. And I messed around, didn't get to it. And now it's pushed to today. So I got legs today. And I'm trying to squeeze chest in there because it's upper body. I don't mind squeezing the two. Mind you, I just had my cardio. And I'm gonna do some more cardio later today, post workout. So I'm gonna hit the weights and then I'm gonna do more cardio after. Fasted, y'all don't forget, we fasted. Those looking for information in regards to the fasting, like in details, just so you know what's up. So I started the fast. Today is I think it's November 10th, right? So yeah, it's November 10th. And I've been fasted since last night at like 11 o'clock. So it's 7 a.m. right now. And it's only like 8-9 hours in. Everybody does that. Everybody does some bit of a fast in their normal day-to-day, right? Because you go a period of time without eating, whether it be during your sleep or it be you just not eating something throughout the day. But everybody goes through a period where they might call it a fast. Now, when you extend to like 10, 12, 14, 16 hours, people turn that into what they define as an intermittent fast. They put you on a 16 extended period, something like that. All of that's done usually on a day-to-day basis. Now these extended fasts, bruh, these 24s, bruh, 36s, 72s, 48s, real numbers. That's where you see the real effects come in from the fast. A lot of the longevity effects, the benefits you reap from a fast, such as increasing some of your, not some, but I say all of your senses, you know, put you in that survival mode. That only comes about when you hit those high numbers, the big numbers, the 24s and above. So if you normally fast for like 10, 12, 14, 16 hours, you already acclimated, bruh. You already acclimated. So if you at that point and you ready to take that next step, and you notice, especially, let's say on your day-to-day, you've been trying to get rid of some bit of body fat, something that just never really peels off the easiest, this is where it's at. This is where you're gonna get the nitty-gritty, the detailed, down to the root cause of what's maybe causing you to store fat or why you holding on to the fat. This is gonna get to that root cause and it's gonna get rid of it. And for a lot of people, you just eating too much, bruh. You eating too much. All right. Now, understand eating every 3 hours for the benefit, of course, increasing muscle. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop. That's the route you want to go. But for a lot of people, in order to touch some of that critical, deep down, inside body fat, that joint's only gonna be tapped when you hit that fast, bruh. I'm telling you right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know we're gonna see some differences in numbers and things like that. I'm gonna go to the crib and I'm gonna get my numbers. I should have got my numbers last night, so y'all would have saw like the weight loss between. Matter of fact, I think I did. I didn't weigh. Yeah, I did weigh last night. So if I'm savvy with it, I'm gonna put the numbers on the screen. If you don't see them on the screen, especially if you're just listening to the podcast or you listen to the vlog, these were my numbers. So my numbers on the scale, I think I was like 172, right? 172.8. They're gonna be far from this. So it don't even matter if I'm off by a few numbers, like 0.2, 0.4, something like that. Because when you see the end result, it's gonna be so different that it won't even really matter that the fact that I was off by 0.2, because you're gonna see pounds difference. So I think I was like 172 something, right? 172.8. Body fat was like, I think 12. You know, muscle mass was down at like 133. You know, and all the other numbers I don't really track or keep up with like that, but they was on the lower side, right? So we're gonna watch as I go through the fast how the numbers change. We also going to look at the end result, what the numbers end up at, because you'll see throughout the fast, you may not see what you want to see on the scale in regards to like some of the numbers, muscle mass and things like that. They'll all have somewhat of a flatline effect or a downward effect, depending on the individual and what they're doing, because the caloric burn will impact that, how much muscle they're able to maintain or whatever's really going on in that area. So we'll see when the numbers come out. I'm about to pull up to the cribbo, and what we gonna do is I gotta get in here, get these kids ready, and we'll I'm gonna touch base with y'all probably before I hit that workout. Fasted, you know. But yeah, bro, y'all know what it is. I'm out. All right, cool. So we in the kitchen, right? We about to chef it up. We still on the fast, but we not going to do any calories, right? So if y'all don't have one of these, go get you one of these. All right. The reason why I like blenders, all right, the difference between the blenders and like just stirring the drinks, I find that when it comes down to mixing drinks, the blenders help the drinks mix better, which settles with my stomach a lot easier. For each individual is different. If you could just shake it up, that's cool. If you could stir it up, that's cool. It's just my experience. I found that the blenders seem to work wonders on the stomach, especially when it comes down to the BCAs, all right? Which are known to, for some people, they say that it aggravates their stomach. It can with mine, but in this case, depending on how it's made, is what's actually contributing to the aggravation, not so much the product itself. So let's get into this. Before we get it going, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the Ninja joint. Y'all get you one of these. Got all types of settings. They're not sponsoring me or nothing like that, but I can tell you it's a good blender to get. Let me get the ingredients from the cabinet and you're gonna see what's up. So we got, let's see. We got these. Yo, I'm gonna be putting in a whole bunch of stuff right now. Check me out. We're gonna go through one by one, and I'm gonna talk to y'all, you know, through each thing, and then we'll sprinkle a little something in for each one. All right. So first off, the quantity. The quantity is really based on the individual. In this case, I'm probably gonna split this drink in two. I could drink it in one shot, but I'm gonna probably split it in two. So I'm gonna keep the quantity high. It also brings down the I call it the tart tasting, you know, the fake sugars and stuff like that. The water help bring it down. It makes it more tolerable on the taste side. It's not too tangy and overwhelming when it comes down to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock, I say like 12, maybe 16 ounces of water. Let me fill this up real quick. And I'm gonna throw the ice, I'm gonna just throw the ice right on top of it. It ain't nothing. All right, cool, we getting close to it. I think we about there. All right, so we right at 16 for the amount. I'm gonna throw some ice on top. If anyone wants to know why crushed ice, I choose crushed ice because the blender says it's easier on the blades. So I just crushed the ice. So when it comes down to it, I do not put the full servings. I put so much stuff in it, in my little concoction that I put together before the gym. I don't put the full serving, all right? I make sure, like in this case, it's just your basic BCAAs by Ghost. I'm gonna do like a quarter scoop. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's just a quarter scoop. And think about it, you're talking a quarter scoop over 16 ounces of water. So at this point, it's not really having that much of an effect. Up until I add everything combined, it'll seem like just a normal serving. So I'm gonna set this on the side. The BCAAs are critical, especially during your fast. It's great that you supplement them, but keep in mind that there's a process called autophagy that kicks into gear somewhere around 24 hours after you've already started your fast, or it could take effect if you were to induce exercise, and you could bring it about a lot sooner. What actually ends up happening is once autophagy kicks in, what the new research and study has uncovered is that as your body is going through and cleaning up the dead and incomplete cells and proteins, it has the ability to turn that same recycled waste into amino acids and send it into the muscles and have it readily available for when you bring the proteins in. So BCAAs, supplement them, or your body's gonna make them anyway once you hit ketosis, all right? And once you touch or induce autophagy. What we got here is we got the Ghost Glow. All right, Ghost Glow has 5 grams of carbs and 20 calories. Matter of fact, we don't even want this. I don't want no carbs and I don't want calories right now. It's not a lot, and I could have it if I wanted to, but at this point, the amount that I would be putting in, we'd only really be contributing towards taste, not getting that much of an effect from the actual product itself. You probably want to get the whole thing, if anything, right? So let's set that on the side. We're not going to run with that. What I have next is I have EAAs. So the EAAs, your essential amino acids, definite go-to, right? Because they're essential. You're going to need them. They're a little different than the BCAAs. That's what they say. But y'all take it if you want. I like them. I think it works. I've run my own tests on myself, and I've found that, you know, the products work for me. So I'm going to keep using them. All right. Same thing here. I'm not going to hit it hard with any full amounts. Y'all can barely see. It's about halfway, somewhere around about the quarter mark. You're going to dump that in. Y'all can't see, bro, all the way. We getting it in there. It's in here. All right, so we're going to put that aside. All right, what we have next, we got Ghost, Fat Burn, all right? This actually has 2 grams of carbs. 1 gram, they say that it's dietary fiber. So the other gram will just be there. 1 counts, 1 doesn't count. They're saying it has 5 calories per scoop. We're not even getting the scoop. We're gonna do a little something, because I rock with the fat burners like that. But for me and my personal taste, this one, the flavor is so overwhelming. I'm careful with how much I put in because I find that just a little is too much. So let's set that aside. What we have up next, let's go. We got more BCAAs. Difference between this one and the last one is the flavor. So we rock it with the same product, just a different flavor. I'm gonna go and sprinkle a little some, in there. Cool. And then we're gonna throw that Legend pre-workout right here. Y'all get you some. I don't care where you go. Ghost, somebody else. I'm rocking with Ghost right now. They just happen to get my eye with the bubble tape. The Bubblicious strawberry, they got me there. I used to like the Bubblicious gum. So I picked it up. So that's what we got in here. We still going, bro. We still going. Yo, this is vital right here. This right here, this Real Ketones joint. I picked this joint up in CVS, bro. Not even no GNC or nothing like that. I picked it up in CVS. Took this joint and I used it and I liked it. So what it has is this is peach. It has caffeine and it has your electrolytes, your sodium, your magnesium, your potassium. Notice I'm not drinking the Gatorade, right? I'm not drinking the Gatorade because I'm gonna save that for a little later. I do mix the Gatorade in with this. I'm just not doing it now because I have this, all right? I have the electrolytes needed for the workout. I'm gonna dump them in. All right. And we still got more stuff, bro. Hold up. All right, so this right here, y'all seen it before. The creatine. I love my creatine before my workouts. Now notice, I just finished my last comp about a month ago now. So what I usually do after I do my shows is I wing off the supplements, all of them. So as these supplements finish, just let them go. For the most part, they should all be done in the next 2 months. So when I jump off the vlogs in January, you'll see me come in fresh with no supplements. Prior to competition, when my body hasn't had any supplements and it's sensitive to what the supplements have to offer, that's when I'm gonna turn around, introduce the supplements one by one as they're needed into the program and watch the results slowly unfold. Because at that point, my body's thirsting for supplements. It's not where my body doesn't know any difference and I'm just dumping anything and everything inside. That's cool if you want to do it that way, but I slowly introduce it in order to see where, why, and how much of an effect it's actually having on the program, my results, and my body. So look, I'm gonna take the rest of what's in here. So y'all ain't gonna see no more creatine for a little bit. We're gonna rock without the creatine. All right, now, your body gets creatine from food and stuff like that. So it's not to say that once the creatine is not supplemented, it's completely out. Still gonna be in. It's just coming from a different source. It's not gonna be supplemented in this way. Which this way, bro, this will put some size on you for real, for real. You just gotta make sure you're doing it the right way. So I think I'm done with the concoction, right? It's looking all pink and good. So we're gonna take it. I'm gonna cover the top, you know, the usual. It's looking all types of fruity berry colors and all that. It's 0 calories, 0 calorie, bro. Y'all ready? Let's get it. All right, let's give it that taste. Sheesh. You hear that? Nothing but aminos at work. So you could do this two ways. All right, you could drink it as is. Let's give it that taste test. It's peachy. So you could drink it straight up as is, like I'm doing now. Or you could take your 0-calorie Gatorade and mix it in. Like this, it's up to you. And what I could do is I could stretch my drink and make it so I'm drinking it now, drink a little bit later, drink a little bit after that. Just because we fasted, we're not eating. So sometimes you might find just to pass time, just to get by, you might drink on something, you know, especially if it's 0-calorie. You definitely gonna be on that. And it's just something to do just to pass the time. But this is the concoction I put together before the workout. Let's get into this workout. It's a leg day. We got abs, we got calves. If I could film, I'll film. If I can't film, it is what it is. But y'all know I'm gonna keep y'all in tune, stay locked. Yeah. Yo. All right. We on hour number 13. So I probably already told y'all the rundown in the last video of how the hours play out. And I'm getting ready to go to work. And we'll talk about that in a second. But we talked about how the hours play out, and somewhere between 9 and 12, y'all know, it starts to get a little sleepy, right? So what your boy did is I took a nap instead of going to the gym. Now, it's up to the individual which route you want to take. You know what I mean? If you want to take the route of going to the gym and knocking it out then, or just pushing it back. So I pushed it back in order to come back at it when I'm deeper in a fasted state, with the possibility of being in ketosis, so I can run off of my fats and not run off of the leftover energy, which sends me up and down on a roller coaster when it comes out to balanced energy. So I pushed the workout to later today. So we talking legs, chest, all of that. I'm gonna combine it. I'm gonna make it good. But other than that, also wanted to fill y'all in. Another little fact that y'all need to know about. The body only holds about, hold on, let's set up right here real quick. Y'all know, but we about to talk real quick. So the body, it's gonna be fast too. The body only holds about 1,600 calories. All right, so 1,600 calories is what the body's gonna hold as reserves. With that being said, so knowing that it's on hold, the 1,600 for reserves, I think it's like 2,000 calories is the total, and then 400 calories is like for the brain or vital organs, And then the remaining calories is all in the muscles, and that's what's readily available. And that's what you need to reduce to none in order to get into your deeper fasted states where all the real benefits and effects start to happen. So how are we actually doing this? How do y'all know that I'm even in a ketosis state? How do y'all know even what's going on? Well, I figured the easiest, most basic, cheapest thing is the strips. I don't know if y'all know about the strips. The way that the strips work, there's no cheating, right? The strips is a little test and there's no cheating. And I say that because, so these are the strips right here, the ketone strips. These ketone strips, the way that they work is you have to pee on them. And after you do that, you only have 15 minutes before the strip changes back to its original color. So when I go to the bathroom and I do it, you know what I mean? And I show the cam, that's letting you know I am deep in that fasted state. I am so many hours in, just like what I'm telling you, it's going to be seen through the test, through the ketone test. All right. So at the moment, I'm only 13 hours in. Yes, I'm trying to induce the ketosis a lot sooner, which is why I went ahead and did some cardio earlier today. And I'm gonna do more cardio later today on top of the weights and some cardio in the morning to keep pushing myself deeper and deeper into the fasted state. All right, we going all the way. I'm not gonna let up on the amount of physical activity that I've been previously doing. So we're gonna keep it running exactly the same and gonna test how we feel, how much weight do we lose, how does the muscle mass play out, how does everything play out while you're in this fasted state, going under these conditions during exercise, after all that, we're gonna figure it out. So yeah, I went ahead and said, I didn't do the gym, went ahead and took a nap. I told y'all between 9 and 12, you get real sleepy. It's probably just me. Everybody's a little different. That's my time where it's kind of like, you know. So took that little, you know, rest. Now I'm feeling energetic. I'm ready to go, ready to knock out work. Let's talk about work real quick because it's important that you know kind of how my workday plays out. So my workday is very, very, very physical. Put 3 varies on that, all right? Now, I've already tracked my calories in the workplace. My work is based on how busy we are. The more busier we are, the more physical activity I will do. So it's not really to say I can call an exact number, but the norm that I usually see, nothing less, is 1,000 calories or more, all right? The most I've seen is around like 13 to 1,500. That's just in my workday. That's just carrying out normal activities that's required of me at the workplace. It's nothing outside of that. That's already a workout in itself. So I'm gonna tax that on to the 750 that I did earlier today, and we should be in ketosis by tonight. All right, we on the 13th hour. I figured I fill y'all in on that information. It's critical because it's good you're gonna know and have an idea of how soon I get into ketosis. It should be a lot sooner than your average because I'm inducing it with the exercise and the fasting at the same time. And it should have the double effect. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna see y'all on the next video. Probably check in around 18, maybe after work, before the workout. Definitely gonna try to film the workout. I'm gonna hit up the 24-hour gym, or I'm gonna hit the joint in the apartment complex and make it easy so I could record, you know, whatever I do and then go from there. Y'all know I'm out. Yo, all right, so quick update, just to give y'all a rundown, some feedback. I'm 38 hours in, all right, 38 hours in, no food, consistently drinking water. And one thing I did want to change up from, like, even from my last maybe video that I actually filmed but a few minutes ago for y'all, I'm switching up the BCA. So I'm hearing that the BCAs could possibly throw you out of ketosis or make you break your fast or something like that. Instead of questioning it, it's not worth, running the whole test and all of that, and you not making a accurate conclusion. So I'm gonna just take the BCAs out. The joint that I made, the little concoction, it was purple, had a bunch of different BCAs in there. I was also advising to drink it during the fast. I'm gonna X all that out. All right, I'm gonna let the body just run on its own. And as of today, I've definitely seen some good results. I'm gonna either pop them on the screen right now.
Of your hips with your hands holding the bar outside of your thighs. Your toes should be pointed outwards, about 45 degrees. Keep your gaze forward throughout the whole movement and scoop your tailbone in like an ice cream scooper. Squeeze at the top of the movement and keep a slight posterior pelvic tilt. It is important not to hyperextend the spine. That is what causes lower back pain. I have done it myself. Believe me, I've been there, done that. And it is super important to practice form with lightweight first and then move on to heavier. All right, so I showed you the basic hip thrust with a full range of motion.
As far as results overall, everything is better. All right, muscle is up, body fat is down, weight is down. Everything looks good. One of the most critical areas that I like to tell people about that the fast really, really targets is the belly fat. So what you're going to notice on the results that I got is the visceral fat has also come down, which is the stubborn belly fat that is really hard to target. And that's one thing I want people to really, really see, that the fast really helps hit those areas different than a lot of other ways of trying to reduce fat in that area. So what I'm going to do right now, and an update last night. So yesterday, I just decided to not even work out. You know what I mean? I was feeling it later in the night, but I just decided to make sleep a priority. So what that did is it actually took me out of the normal swing of things. Like I usually would have had a cardio session under my belt right now before I ran into this one that I'm going to right now. But that's not the case. But you could pass up on those things, if need be. You just want to make sure your focus, if it's to lose fat, you want to keep your cardio high. You don't want to really miss too many sessions, but it's normal. It happens. Notice that I missed last night or I missed yesterday, but I'm in today. I'm sitting right in front of the gym right now, shooting a video, about to get in there and knock out. I'm going to go ahead and push legs. I don't think this is a bad thing based on how my legs feel. Rest is key. So I'm going to let them rest a little longer. It's fine if I skip a day. We're not in prep. It's not that serious. I'm going to push off the legs and bring on the chest. We're not eliminating workouts. We just substituting. So chest is going to be today. Chest, shoulders, triceps. I'm going to see what I can film. And then I got some cardio in there. I'm going to let y'all know how much cardio is done. We'll see what happens to the results after we work out. So y'all also get ideas of what's happening after workouts and stuff like that. Weigh-ins, everything in detail. All right. I'm going to let y'all know when I get back. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. Just finish up the cardio. We have about 500 calories in 40 minutes, which means I'm going a little bit above average. Average is usually around 100 calories every 10 minutes. Decided to push it a little bit, keep the numbers high. Yeah, that's how I do it. Here go the numbers right here so you can see what's going on as I hit the finish. So there it is, about 40 minutes, almost 41, and we just touched 500. Let's get it. All right, I'm back from the gym. Hit chest, shoulders, and triceps. Also did the cardio, burn 500 calories according to the machine. Just, filling y'all in on details. I feel much better than before I went in. Before I was going in, my energy levels were on the lower end, not necessarily saying I'm ready to pass out, nothing close to that degree, but I was definitely in a position where, you know, if you told me I could go to sleep, I would be more happier than doing work. Let's just put it like that. But in the situation, a case I'm in right now, after doing the cardio, getting everything revved up in my body, I'm feeling good. So it's 2 right now. 2 means 11, 12, 1, 2. So 39 hours fasted. Just went ahead and knocked out cardio. I went harder than last time. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, this is how it works. If anybody would have asked me if I wanted to go out for a walk, anything to that degree, any of that stuff, you know what I mean? I could do it. It ain't no thing. It's easy money. If they needed me to go and lift more weights, I could do that. If they needed me to go out for a bike ride, go hike, I feel more than ever along the lines of, you know, energetic. I feel better than ever is what I'm trying to say. But keep that in mind, bro, because I mean, that's something that, hold on, let me see what's going on. We got something buzzing off right now. Let's see. Sheesh. Thought I pulled up to a corner store or something like that. Went inside the gas station. But listen, just to let y'all know, you know, so I'm going to go inside right now. I'm going to look at the results. We're going to see what the results say. Now, mind you, I made a mistake. I'm wearing the same clothes. So I guess it's all one, right? Because I sweated, like, I sweat right into the same clothes. I'm going to go and weigh in the same clothes. I don't know. So we'll just figure it out. But know that as I do these trials, they'll continue to become more and more detailed and more accurate, you know, because I'll have so many trials done again and again. You'll be able to add up and make a conclusion based on all of the results that you actually put together. So just to let y'all know, next time I'm checking, I'm going to go ahead and get in on the scale, see what it looks like, see how it changed from the last time I weighed to now. All right? Yeah. All right, so after the process, I think I'm right here at 15, right? Not really the 5, it's kind of hard to see. And in 15 minutes, it changes back. It's somewhere above the normal range. Look at all this food. Cookies. Got more cookies. More cookies. Yo, we on hour 44 hours fasted. All right. Feeling good right now. Just to give you an update, you know, the weather's starting to come down. The temperatures is dipping into the high 30s, you know. For this time of year for us right now, I'm out in Texas, and this is cold for, you know, for what we're already acclimated to. We used to like warmer temperatures, so this is starting to get cold for us, especially if you're in an environment where you work outside. So I'm working outside, but at the same time, I'm very, very physical, just like I said before. So regardless of the fact that I'm not really, regardless of the fact that the temperatures is dropping, I'm not really feeling the cold like that. I always was under the impression that if I didn't eat any food, I would automatically or instantly just go out in a cold environment and start shivering. But this is not the case. This is far from it, actually. The usuals what's needed to be done, right? You need your little head coverings. You need something for your hands or something like that, especially for the fact that I'm outside and it's windy, so I'm embracing the wind and stuff like that. So that's already something that you want to work against by having your little gloves or whatever you need. So just so you understand, it ain't like you Superman. You're not Superman. You don't go out and you just instantly don't really have to worry with, it's not like you go out, you don't have to worry with the cold temperatures. It's not really like that. It's more so when you go out, you still feel as equipped as if you were consuming calories like normal. Now, it's not to say just don't eat calories and try to, hold on, let me turn this down real quick. It's not to say don't eat calories and try and turn into Superman. This is a momentary thing that you will find yourself doing if it works for you, and it will help you through medical benefits, and it'll also help you with weight loss and combating other things, other diseases and things that could possibly come about. But this is what I'm gonna say. So with the results and stuff like that, I'm gonna keep y'all posted, with what's happening with the results. And at the moment, if you have checked the results, they actually say, what's going to be a case that's going to happen is the muscle mass is going to start to come down. The muscle mass coming down is something that normally happens during a fasted state, all right? The biggest thing is how fast does the muscle mass come down. If the muscle mass is dropping down extremely fast or something like that, even that's not so much a bad thing, depending on what the situation is and what the person's going through. If they're losing a lot of muscle mass, but they're losing quadruple the amount in body fat, more than anybody else, if that's their goal, then they might want to sacrifice some muscle mass to make that happen. So what I want you to realize is that when we're looking at the muscle mass, right, you're going to notice that your glycogen stores is going to relate directly with what the muscle mass says on the scale. When you're looking at muscle mass, a lot of people are under the impression that this is linked directly to your muscle mass, what's right up underneath the skin. But what you'll find to be true is that if you correlate the muscle mass, kind of, look at it as if it were to be glycogen, it works more like glycogen opposed to actual muscle. Remember, it takes time for you to build muscle, right? You got to work on it periodically, consistently. It takes months. For some people, it takes years for them to actually really build muscle mass. But when you get on the scale, what you can actually see is that the muscle mass would change in a short period of time. So the point that I'm making is glycogen is something that actually goes up and down the same way that the muscle mass is shown on the scale. So what you're going to see on the scale is that the muscle mass might actually come down. This is going to be an okay thing. Again, if it's showing as a representation as glycogen, when the muscle mass is on the lower end is when you're going to lose the most body fat. Now, this is a true case in my experience. Now, I'm going to give you my ranges and how this kind of worked out for me. So when I look at the muscle mass, it is always topped out at a certain number and bottomed out at a certain number. And it's never gone beyond that top and never gone beyond the bottom. So the bottom number for my muscle mass, I've been using the same scale. So let me give you some background real quick. I've been using the same scale for close to 10 years, right? Now, Since I got the scale, what I noticed is my muscle mass will go as low as 134, and then it'll go as high as between 156 and 160. It may have even gone up to 163 at some point in time, right? We just looking at the numbers. Now, it's never gone beyond that. Now, when you look at glycogen stores and how it works out, there's a bottom and there's a top, right? Now, you knowing that there's a bottom and there's a top, hold on. I'm looking at something for work because I know I'm on break right now. Let me see. All right, cool. I think I'm good. All right, so when you're looking at glycogen stores, right, there's a bottom and there's a top. The bottom is when your glycogen stores are at 0. The top is around 2,000. For the average individual, they can store up to about 2,000 calories in calorie like reserves and reserve calories or glycogen stores inside the muscle. And what they usually say about the whole 2,000 is 1,600 or 1,600 goes towards the muscle, and the extra 4 is for like the brain and the vital organs, or maybe just the brain, or maybe just the brain and the vital, one of the two, right? So that gives you an idea that there's a minimum and there's a maximum. Every time my glycogen stores, every time I'm carbing up, every time I'm eating carbs and eating consistently, I notice that my muscle mass goes as high as the top number I just gave you, between 156 and 160, and as high as maybe 163. That could have been a possibility that I've seen in the past, but never beyond that point. All right? As far as bottoming out, I never see my muscle mass go lower than the 134. So right now, my muscle mass is showing anywhere between 144, 145, and 146. It's about an average between those three numbers. Now, what I'm going to tell you right now is I don't think I'm really at the point where I'm bottomed out. I'm 44 hours fasted, 44 hours in. I haven't eaten a single calorie for 44 hours. Now, I think or believe that I've fasted enough to where my body actually holds on to calories or stored calories for a longer period of time. And that's why I'm having a little bit of a issue with bringing my muscle mass down to where it needs to be. Remember, muscle mass is now a representation of glycogen stores. So you want to bring your glycogen stores as low as it could possibly be. And you know, when your glycogen stores are at its lowest point, that's when and where the body will then tap into its fat stores. So that's the representation that you see on the scale as muscle mass. Now, you're going to see that muscle mass jump right back up. The moment I decide to carb up, you're going to see it jump right back up. So it's not going to be difficult to make it go where I want it to go almost instantly. It's not like it's going to take a long process as if it were really you losing muscle that quickly. That's not a real representation of how fast you're losing muscle. It's just showing you how fast you're losing glycogen. It's going to connect directly with glycogen stores when you're looking at it on, on the scale and what you're doing physically. So, long story short, as you see the muscle mass drop down, don't be concerned for those that are tracking the muscle mass on a DEXA scan type of scale. Just know that as the muscle mass drops, it's going to bottom out. And when it bottoms out, you're going to start to notice that you're going to be able to push the weight further down. But as you push the weight further down, not only will the weight go down, but the body fat will then go down at that point, especially the points where it doesn't normally go down to. So that's what you're going to see. Y'all look out for that. I'm going to keep tracking the results, so I keep you tuned in and logged in. I got to get back to this job. I got to, and my break is done. I'm going to get back in it. But yeah, I'm running 100%. It ain't no thing. It's easy money. So 44 hours in, I'm going to check back in probably tonight. I'm going to probably do some more cardio tonight. Maybe another 500 calories on the caloric burn for the day. Plus, remember, I told y'all when I'm working, just my average work day, I feel, based on what I tracked in the past, that I burn somewhere around 1,000 plus calories. And today was a busy day, so it's definitely 1,000 plus. But y'all know what it is. I'm gonna get back to y'all probably in the next milestone, probably like 48 hours, or maybe we'll do it tomorrow afternoon. Y'all know, yeah. Yo, all right. I thought long and hard about this, and I'm gonna break the fast. All right, I'm at 60 hours, but I want to give y'all some background that I didn't give you in the beginning, so you know more about this current fast. Usually, if you do a prolonged fast, let's say anywhere between 3 and 5 days, what you do is you might start the fast, go for about 24, maybe 48 hours. You can have one meal and then you dip back into your fasted state. That's exactly what I did. So if you think about it, I went from Monday at 3 p.m., fasted all the way until Wednesday, had 2 small meals, I would call it, nowhere near what somebody would take in for even a daily caloric intake, for calorie maintenance or weight maintenance. And then I went ahead and started the fast again all the way up until now, Saturday. So from Wednesday to Saturday, we're on hour 60. All right, so hour number 60. What we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna show you how you introduce the calories back into your body, or what you wanna consider. It's up to you how you wanna do it. Again, I told you the idea is for you to do several different fasts. You have to train in order to become good at it. So what you're gonna consider in the beginning when you first start fasting, you might wanna get the cravings out the way. So if you wanna dive into a pizza, you wanna dive into burger, fries, ice cream as your first thing, that's what I did my first time around. I found that continuously doing that just didn't give me a feeling that I liked. So over time, I pushed that aside and I started to do it the right way. And I say the right way because what you do prior to your fast, what you do during your fast, and what you do after your fast is all equally important. So I've already walked y'all through a little bit of my beginning stage, what I did beforehand. I didn't go the best route, ice cream and stuff like that is what I had before diving into this fast. And then going through the fast, I had a period where I had the BCAAs in the mix and stuff like that. What I'm gonna do before I eat, I'm not gonna eat on camera, I'm gonna show y'all the foods because I wanna make sure I do a ketones test before I start eating again. But I'm gonna introduce the food with black coffee. All right, I'm gonna do black coffee with MCT oil. So hold on, let me show you what the MCT oil looks like. And what I do is I take it in powder form. It's this right here. Dr. Kober, MD. One day I pulled up to a CVS at like 2, 3 a.m. after doing a bunch of research on, and mind you, all the gains you seeing, this is after the fast. So y'all who are concerned with muscle loss, it's not the case. Notice, I feel, look, we'll see what the scale says. Let's just leave it at that. But back to the oil. With the oil, I want you to see that it can come in a powder form. This goes down really well. It works as a creamer with your coffee. So you want to start it out with black coffee, your MCT oil, which is your healthy fats. This is going to help the ketones send straight to the brain. And I'm going to throw in 1 scoop of protein shake, okay? When I combine the protein and the oil and all of that, I'm also going to turn around and go work out. All right, the type of workout that I'm doing is the same thing I've always been doing. I'm gonna tackle some cardio. I'm also gonna sprinkle in some weights. And when I'm done, I'm gonna dive into what I really wanna start the diet off with. And we going lean meats. So hold on real fast. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, wifey decided to rock with some company that she came across, and we decided to try out their chicken. So not diving into details because I'm not trying to really sell anything or any products right now. But this is the grilled chicken that I'm gonna dive into. Remember, I gotta do the ketones test, so I gotta make sure I get that on cam. So that's not gonna happen just yet. But this is the grilled chicken that I'm gonna dive into. I'm most likely considering 4 to 6 ounces. All right, everybody's asking, oh man, that's very small. Yes, exactly. The idea in the beginning is for you to start off with a very small quantity and have your body build and work up to what is more manageable. All right, I'm not gonna ask you to dive into a big plate of food unless that's what you wanna do. But I'm gonna take this the slow way. We're gonna build our way all the way up, considering caloric intake in each meal, considering protein in each meal. We're gonna go up slowly each time, track the results, keep the insulin levels low. Mind you, a lot of new information is being shared on insulin spikes being a good thing. As long as you spike it and bring it back down, it's a good thing as long as your body knows how to have the buffering system in effect and get it to go. So that's what I'm gonna start the fast. That's what I'm gonna break the fast with. The idea is to start it off with the black coffee, the MCT oil. All right, I'm gonna do 1 scoop of the MCT oil. I'm gonna combine it with 1 scoop of a protein shake, and workout. After the workout, I'll start the actual just lean meats, only protein. All right, I'll keep y'all tuned in, especially after the ketones test, so y'all know exactly what's going on. All right, I'm out.